how to build an online consulting business where you can start earning extra money every single month with very low overheads and just the use of your laptop. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to talk you through how I built a consultation business. Some people call it coaching business. I prefer the word consulting, and how I done that from my laptop, good branding and social awareness. Now, we are in a world where everyone wants to earn more money, escape their 9 to 5, or remain in their job, but bring in extra money so that they're not affected by the cost of living. So I'm going to give you a step-by-step process and give you the ins and outs of what this actually looks like, because starting a consulting business sounds more than what it is. It sounds like it could be quite complicated. It sounds like it needs to be regulated and formal. In fact, it's very low overheads for the startup. There's not a lot of expenditure per month, and you can do it just from the use of a laptop. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go through, firstly, so we've got some context, the benefits of an online consulting business in the day and age that we are in. So what did the pandemic teach us? I've spoken about this before, that we need to make sure that our incomes are predominantly online, digital, and not physical based. So consulting ticks that box. So it's one of the easier ways to start making new income because it comes down to your knowledge and experience, and you convert that onto a platform where you can serve people anywhere in the world, by the way, by offering them advice, a service, consulting with them, and solving a problem they might have in all different industries. So that's what's really good. Low overheads, very scalable, is totally knowledge and experience based, and you can work from anywhere in the world. I work 51 weeks of the year and I can do this anywhere. As you can see here, I'm wearing a t-shirt, but I could be doing my consulting just in my pants. I'm just wearing a t-shirt. You can do it anywhere. You can do it however you want, because predominantly it's on Zoom or it's on some form of a Google platform, whatever you choose to take a subscription with, which we're going to dive into. But it's very, very low overheads to start. And it's probably one of the easiest ways to get into business and start making new revenue per month or per week. So starting an online consulting business, let's go through 5 ways to start. So you have to choose a niche or a specific area. So in 2020, I actually first started consulting and I was charging £35, and we'll have to do some maths here, but I was charging £35 an hour. And I priced myself at that because I was unaware of what I should be pricing myself. Because just like working with brands, you think, well, how much should I charge a brand? It is the unknown, and it's very much test the waters until you figure out what someone's willing to pay. It's that catch-22. You have to value yourself and not charge too much, but not charge too less, but also not overprice yourself so you're not appealing to anyone. Like the market can't really go ahead and buy you because you're just overpriced. So you have to find this sort of balance. And then when you start getting clients and they start paying you, you're going to start understanding what people are willing to pay and how many clients you can get per month. So you'll figure that out. But I started at £35 an hour. Within 3 to 4 months, I did up my prices, and what I niched into was finance, raising private money from private investors with cash in their pocket to go towards projects. That's what I did. I niched down. I wrote a book called How and Where to Find High Net Worth Investors, which hopefully my editor will pop up on the screen somewhere next to me. And that book sold very well. And that was 19 unique ways of raising money from investors, which then put me in a position of power. A lot of people in property and a lot of people in business and buying businesses, what do they need? Investors. What did I solve a problem to? Finding the investors who have a lot of money in their pockets. And then I can become the middleman and I can teach people how to do it. I then added another string to my bow by working with family offices who have even more money. So I built that into my consultation services. And I'm one of very few that offer that service on how to find a family office, a private one, a legitimate one, work with them and go on to raise money where you can then earn a lot of money in commissions. I will consult people about this on my one-to-ones. So find your niche, whether that be fitness, mindset, lifestyle coaching is a very common one at the moment, raising money, how to buy businesses, how to money manage. Every industry you can go into consulting. The only ones you might have to be slightly concerned about in terms of regulations and formal bodies and actually being certified is legals and, taxing, accounting, stuff like that. Actual formal bodies, there will be some regulations and some certifications that you need to have to be qualified to do that. For example, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't advise, but I can certainly give experience, opinions, and my knowledge through consulting, but I can't advise people. So the wording has to be very clear, and you may have to have disclaimers on your website, your domain, wherever you're hosting, the ability for people to go on and purchase your one-to-ones. You make sure that you have a disclaimer if you need one. Now, what you want to do is you want to create a business plan around this consultation business, because you can scale it very quick. Imagine this, because this is what I'm currently doing. You can serve anyone in the world from your laptop on a one-to-one basis. But what's the plan? How do I go from just having 5 clients a week to 10? Well, there's 2 things about that. If you go to 10 clients and they're 10 hours, that's a lot of your time. So how can you systemize and automate it? So you need a good business plan on how to grow, define your services, and learn marketing and promotional skills to get more clients, but then put a business plan together so that you can automate it so you're not having to be on every single call. And what I mean by that is it's okay serving 10 clients a week, but you're going to start fatiguing and it's going to become a little bit much. That's why you're going to want to consider a few things, which I'm going to mention a little bit down the road in this video. But you might want to consider hosting mastermind consultation calls where rather than serving one person for an hour, what you do is you drop your price ever so slightly to host a mastermind call where what you do, instead of doing the one-to-ones all the time, once a fortnight, you host a call where 10 people can join, it's exclusive, and rather than paying £50 an hour, it's only £30, but they're with other people. That way you can serve more people, your earnings are still going to be very good. So let's just do that just so you can actually, and maybe my editor will put it on the screen here. Let's just say you drop down to 30 times 10, obviously you're hitting the 300. Let's just say you're at 60 and then you have 15 people on a mastermind. That's £900 a mastermind. And then let's say you were 100 and you managed to get 25 people, £2,500. So by the way, I use a calculator. I'm rubbish at maths. I don't like quick math. Calculator is the easiest way, but you can really scale this to a great income if you are very good with branding and marketing and capturing clients. Now, there's 2 things about that, because your time's really important. Consulting can take up a lot of your time, especially if you've got a very good online presence and you've built a good social media platform on different ones, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, and you're getting a lot of bookings. There will become a point where you're sick of hearing your own voice, talking to people on a consulting basis where you're booked out every other day and you've got 3-4 clients that you're speaking to. One, your voice is going to become very sore. I've had that many a times where I just don't want to talk to people. You might be repeating yourself a lot. So what you can do is you want to apply more education. You want to learn new skills. You want to add more strings to your bow, because what you're able to do is put your prices up so you're still earning as much, if not more, but you're going to naturally reduce the amount of clientele that you can serve. So for example, when I was charging £35 an hour and I was really scaling my consulting business, some weeks I was doing like 12 clients. I had a lot of demand and I was thinking, I'm charging £35 an hour. I'm earning pretty good money. I mean, there was 1 week where it was more than 12 clients, but let's just say 12 is like £420 a week. So 420 times 4, that's 1,680 quid, 1,680 a month, which is just more than the average UK salary. But I was knackered. I was repeating myself a lot. And I thought what I need to do is I need to diversify, not only in my branding and my social presence, so that I can hold a position of authority in new areas. Like I want to diversify what I talk about, because then I can implement that into my consultation business. So I get to talk about different things. I get to bring new clients in. But what I did is I upped my prices over a period of time. Once I had more proof of concept, once I had more experience, again, the more you learn, the more you earn. And once I'd done that, I put my prices up to £50, to £75. I went to £90 and my weekly bookings became less, but my earnings were still going up. So that's the best way to do it. You want to get yourself to the highest price tag, but still be affordable enough for people still to buy. So at the moment, let me give you some numbers. I'm £120 for 1 hour. For £290, you get 3 hours individually at 1 hour at a time. But let's base this on 120. Now, hopefully Mac can pop up the numbers next to me, my editor. So I do 120 on average. 4 to 5 a week, but let's base it on the 5. 120 times 5, £600 a week. 600 times 4, 2,400. But let's just do it on the 600 times 51 weeks, because I work 51 weeks of the year, to be honest with you, for the consulting. That's 30,600 in revenue through that one business. That's more than most managerial jobs of the UK average salary of a manager's job, from sitting at home on a laptop. And it took me from mid 2020 to currently 2023. I put my prices up to £120 the month before. So that would have been July of 2023. So that's how long it's taken me to go from £35 an hour to 120. Now, caveat, £120 an hour sounds a lot, but I am told all the time, and I know I could charge more and still get bookings. I could go straight up to £150 and I know I'd still get bookings. So let's play some more numbers so that you can imagine this for yourself, because you might be just as experienced as I am in social leverage for business and raising private finance. You might be just as experienced in health, fitness, food prep, whatever it might be, automotive, all the different industries which you could serve online. I will be moving my prices up to £150 an hour. And I reckon I will retain 5 clients a week. So 150 times 5, that's 750 a week times 51. That now goes up to 38,250, all from the luxury of working from your laptop and setting that up as a business. Then you could end up going VAT registered. But what else do you need to consider in order to start this consultation business? You need to build a strong online presence. You must. Credibility, reputation, virality, new eyes on you. Content is currency. Building rapport through free value. Providing a call to action, but offering what's called an MVP on a lot of your platforms, a minimal viable product. Give things for free so that your customers who are watching and listening to you all the time, but haven't yet committed, are building trust with you. They're liking you, they like what you say, and they're going to be ready to press that button and purchase your consultations. You must build an online presence. For example, if none of you knew who I was on any platform, but I had a website and you landed on it, it's very unlikely you're going to book with me if you can't find me on social media. Remember, social media is business. So, online consulting, let's go over a few new things. Is it a good way to make money? The answer is yes. It's a very low entry. My Zoom membership is something like £14.99 a month. That's for like Zoom Pro. It might be £17, don't quote me. It's very low entry. You could have it as a limited company. You could start as a sole trader. It could be just your main income, whatever it is, but it's great as a side income, which could then scale to a full-time business. Perhaps you're looking to actually get out of your 9 to 5. This is a very low entry opposed to all the other overwhelming ways of Forex, Amazon FBA, Shopify, drop shipping, affiliate marketing, becoming a full-time content creator, which is great, but it's hard and it does take time. And there's a lot of upfront work. Whereas consulting is probably your quickest and easiest way to making money, because it's about learning application. So what you learn, you apply and display to people through social media, and actually going and doing it, becoming an expert in it and knowing everything about the niche that you have chosen or the few areas that you want to talk about and consult people in. And then the actual startup costs are pretty much nothing, and the monthly outgoings are pretty much nothing, but the profit is pretty much maximum. Now, 5 reasons why you may want to consider online consulting. You have a broader reach. So what does that mean? You can serve people in Europe, America, Dubai, China, wherever. As long as you're happy to be awake at their times or find a happy medium between the two of you, you can serve people in every country, anywhere, at any time, which means you have the ability to scale and make a lot of money, not just in the UK. You can broaden out your reach if you've got a great viral social media platform and you can get yourself out into different countries. Low overheads, we've gone over that one. Flexible scheduling, this is what I like. You could have the entire morning off, but you could book 4 calls or 3 calls in the afternoon, and say you're charging £50 and you can make an entire day rate of what a plumber would make in an afternoon, in a couple of hours. So perfect for life balance, working around family. You can do later bookings, early morning bookings. I have some of my calls at 7 a.m. I have some of my calls at 9 p.m. Really depends, but it's flexible. That's what I love, flexibility, and you have control over when you book them. And you can use services like Calendly, so people can actually go and book based on the times that you've given them. Diverse service offerings. Again, you haven't got to be in one area. If you want to choose 3 areas that you want to be an expert in and consult or coach other people in, you can do that. It hasn't just got to be the one. Again, the more strings you add to the bow, the more you learn, the more you earn. Formal education will earn you a living. Self-education will earn you a fortune. We've been over it before, right? Lastly, scalability. I intend over the next year and a half, I would say, to bring on a second consultant, which I will teach everything that I know, everything that I've done, so that when I take bookings now, they can either speak with me at the full price, or they can speak with someone who is pretty much identical in the knowledge and what I'm doing, because I'll take them under my wing and I can start to offer my calls to a secondary, almost like a proxy of myself. So I can start to scale it. And what I can do to continue scaling, my price goes up and I offer more in-depth services. So when you capture a client, you can consult them, you can then sell them to a higher package if they like you and they love what you're doing and they got a lot of value. The important thing as well is to collect testimonials, because then you want to showcase them on your social media platforms, because then that's going to build more trust with warm leads that have been watching you but yet haven't committed. So the more people you serve, the more testimonials you're going to get. You want to make sure that you're getting results for people. You can't hold someone's hand in a consultation, but providing you're giving an excellent service, all the information, and you're answering the questions that they need, they should be able to return a great testimonial for you, which may bring in other clients. You could also do schemes to scale it, such as if you refer a friend, you get 50% off your next consultation call. That way, yes, you're cutting half your price on that particular individual, but you've brought in a brand new client, which you never knew that you could have through a referral. All of these things are possible. You could also move your existing clients into a subscription-based model, which then brings in another income. So you can continuously upsell, providing you are offering a good service. You are coming from a good place. You go above and beyond for your clients. But I have to stress the beauty of online consulting, which everyone can make more money, is from the luxury of your phone and your laptop. This is the beauty. You know, I did a couple of consultation calls when I was in Disney last year. I agreed to do it. I totally forgot and I stuck by my word, and I opened up my laptop in the lobby and I took a couple of calls. So you can blend it in with family life. An average therapist will charge between what? 60 and 80 pound. An online doctor, you know, maybe a private medical doctor who offers consultations, they'll charge again, like a therapist, between 60 and 80 pound an hour. But if you are niching in property or business or startup businesses or raising venture capital, health, the fitness industry, and you're solving a problem that someone has, your price will be driven by your social media presence, your credibility, the amount of testimonials that you have, the levels of professionalism that you're offering, and every single person can do this. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you look like, everyone can do it. And all you need is a laptop and a Zoom subscription, Zoom Pro. That's it. The more you learn, the more you earn, and then convert it into an online consulting business, which can scale to 6 figures if you plan and execute right. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you do want to know more about online consulting, I may do a follow-up video at some point, but please leave a comment below. I'll get back to you. Connect with me on Instagram, happy to share a couple of voice notes. Or if you would like to take this further and you are serious about escaping your job to running a full-time business and you think this is a business that you could get into, I do have a program called the Breakout program, which helps you leave your full-time job, fire your boss and replace your income by doing business models like this. Very black and white. The program does what it says on the tin. So there will be links in the description below. Until next time, I will see you all soon. And hopefully you've taken this away to go earn yourself some more money.